Now, the final topic we'll take before we wrap up today's show concerns the anti-Nigerian protests in Ghana. Now, we know that in response to the protests, the Nigerian presidency sent across a high-powered delegation to Ghana to go and restore peace for the Nigerians there, and of course their hosts as well. So we saw the high-powered delegation being led by Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Bianca Odumegwu-Ojukwu. So we saw the president as well of Ghana go ahead and reassure Nigerians that their people are safe in the country, safe in Ghana. What do you make of the use of diplomacy as a tool, as part of the intervention to restore peace for the Nigerian community in Ghana? We saw the protests bordering on some people protesting, saying that Nigerians were involving in antisocial vices, including kidnapping, ritual killings, prostitution, and so many other things that you can see on the placards there. Your take on diplomacy being used as a tool?
Very well, very beautiful, Natalie. It should be a tool. Now, you wouldn't expect Nigeria to move its troops to Ghana to go and defend or protect its citizens. It can only take diplomatic shuttle to do that, because both countries are in West Africa, and there is this West African ECOWAS brotherly or sisterly interaction that we have in place, and which should be the modality to bring about peace. So I support the use of or the adoption of diplomacy to resolve the differences, the crisis happening in Ghana between the Ghanaians and the Nigerians who are living in Ghana. It's quite unfortunate that that issue has come up now, and trying to cause confusion, trying to cause friction between Nigeria and Ghana. So I was quite delighted when I saw Bianca, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, went to Ghana on a diplomatic shuttle to intervene and see how this matter would be resolved amicably and peacefully. So adoption of diplomacy to it is quite very much welcomed by me, and should be encouraged. Like some people will say, so things might twist tomorrow. We could remember in 1983 or so, there was this Ghana must go wave in Nigeria. And today, Ghana economy has improved so much, has done better than that of Nigeria, that made Nigerians to move en masse to Ghana for greener pastures. So nobody knows how things might happen in the future, and the Ghanaians once again find themselves in Nigeria, on Nigerian soil. And it wouldn't go well if Nigerians start then to chase Ghanaians away to protest against their coming to Nigeria. If not for bad governance, who would like to leave one's home for another place? It's a problem. Look at the way our brothers and sisters are dying in the Mediterranean Sea because they want to go cross over to Europe for greener pastures.
That's right. I mean, we'll continue to watch and see, and that's a good one coming from the office of the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Bianca Odumegwu-Ojukwu. It was great that she was able to hold this down and have that diplomatic conversation as well. It also highlights the gravity of things people do. So it would turn out that one Nigerian, or one individual rather, went ahead and circulated a video that was at least 10 years old, and that video, that single video of one man, yes, talking about land and how he wanted to acquire land and the rest, pretty much sparked this entire protest. And that was clarified by Mahama himself. So I feel like people should be more conscious about what they put out, because one single video can incite so much hate and so much distress So it's not just about putting out things for fun or for mischief. You can see how this could have really turned out to be a full-blown xenophobic attack on Nigerians like we saw in South Africa.
But my concern right here is the stand demonstration which was carried out in Ghana regarding Nigerians, by the way, and calling them out and all sort of unprinted names. You know, do you think that diplomatically this is going to be resolved? Because it's already running through their veins and arteries like blood. You know, they really have this mindset already. They are corrupted by some kind of notion about Nigerians and all that. Do you think this could actually douse, literally, this tension?
It can. Using diplomacy, it can achieve so much. I tell you, if the Ghanaian government has genuine intention in resolving the matter, Ghanaian government can bring the warring factions together, and the people will see them on, before the television cameras, and others will just, keep quiet. Others will just pipe low. That is the way. Because if the Ghanaian government, for instance, Africa, we believe so much in religion and all that. If the Ghanaian government would gather the traditional rulers, the respected and the respectable traditional rulers in Ghana, the community leaders in Ghana, the clergy in Ghana, because people believe in their clergy so much, irrespective of faith. So if they bring them together and on national television, live broadcast, then that will be repeated from time to time. People see them saying, calm down, do this, and then they see them embracing the Nigerians and going further to even to the hinterland, to those communities, and having conversations or interactions with them. It will help a lot to achieve
Let's
peace.
bring it home to the Southeast and to the things we've seen happen in Nigeria over the past few years. Why wasn't diplomacy employed during the NSAS protest? Why wasn't diplomacy employed during some of the other squabbles that we've had directly impacting the Southeast region? What can we learn from the approach in handling the anti-Nigerian protests in Ghana, bringing it home to the region?
It's quite different. The NSAS protest was quite different from the xenophobic attack against Nigerians in Ghana, in the sense that the anti-SARS protest had to do with Nigerians versus Nigeria. Nigerians versus one of the organizations, one of the agencies of government in Nigeria. So, and that was it. So the government could not handle that situation. The government then could not handle that situation. And there was this resentment. There was this disaffection between the people and that particular organization that the people were protesting against. And remember, that same, that particular organization that people resented to was a government establishment, or is a government establishment. And my dear, it's like the government versus the people. So that's the way people saw it. Unlike this particular issue, it has nothing to do with the Ghanaian government. It is some local residents in Ghana, some indigenes of Ghana versus their guests, versus the host and the guests. It's a war or a difference between the host and the guest. So it can only take the intervention of a third party to resolve their matter.
I like
And
how
that
you
is
talked
when-
about the intervention of a third party,
Yeah.
because we have to talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
Yeah.
and the approach to the handling of his case. Is there anything, even the barest minimum, that we can learn, that we can attach from this incident to the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why did he appear to get the shorter end of the stick?
The case of Nnamdi Kanu, for me, I think we Nigerians, or by now, Nigeria ought to have had enough of that issue by resolving it in favor of the young man. Let peace reign. The continued incarceration or holding of Nnamdi Kanu has its ripple effect in the lives of the Southeasterners. Its negative ripple effects in the lives. We have had cases where people took advantage of his being held to cause mayhem in the name of sitting at home for how many years. So many people died as a result of that, and so many other things that happened. So on that basis, government should have considered that on the premise of that consideration and let him free. Let him free. So I will still want government, for the sake of the Southeasterners, for the sake of the peaceful coexistence of the Southeasterners, let him go.
So, regards the revolt in Ghana, there's a tribe they were calling out, the Igbos. You know, my question is right now, the Igbos are being chased at home. The Igbos are being chased abroad. Where is home? Where is peace? Nigeria, still, or Biafra?
There should be peace at home.
But
Igbos,
it seems there's no peace at home because the Igbos are being chased in their country, the country they call home, Nigeria. So now, where should be home? And where should peace be? Nigeria still, or Biafra?
well, I don't want to delve into that discussion, but I know that I will say that the Igbos, they have their homesteads, and mainly they dwell in the geographical area today known as the Southeast Geographical Zone. That is where you find the bulk of the Igbos. And the Igbos, one should not, because of hatred by some disgruntled people outside Igbo land, that is, I mean, people from other geographical zones or tribes, say that you are now running away from your home because somebody doesn't like you. If somebody doesn't like you, that is the person's own problem, and it should not vitiate the fact that you have your home, you have your place.
All right.
And you should remain in your place is your place.
That's
your
right.
home is your home. Whether anybody likes you or not, your home remains your home, and that is how it should be.
All right. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
very
Mr.
much, yeah.
Abuchi, for your analysis today. Pleasure having you on. And we'll continue to watch developments as they unfold, as the week progresses. Now, many of you might remember the quintuplets that we covered who were born in Enugu at St. Patrick's Hospital. Now, Afia TV did contact the mother of the quintuplets, Mrs. Ngozika Odo, and she confirmed to Afia TV during the phone interview that the quintuplets are doing just fine. Some of them are already out of the incubator, and now she's able to see them, though they're still in the newborn unit of the hospital. So the quintuplets are doing very well. They're developing well, and they've all survived the critical stages of that. So we'll continue to monitor them, and hopefully in subsequent bulletins we'll bring you visual footage of them as they are right now. We also understand that many communities have begun their August meetings in earnest. August meetings are going on. The women are there, channeling their energy towards developing their families, of course, the womanhood and the nation as a whole. So this is saying good looking out to all the communities that have commenced their August meetings. We also have to remember that this month is profoundly significant because Enugu's, shall we say, birthday is this month as well as Abia State. So you can expect a special broadcast brought to you by Afia TV News on the 27th of August, when we're spotlighting the historic advancements in the state as well as in Abia. Until we meet again, same time, same channel tomorrow, I remain Nathalie Uku.
And I remain Oji Nwachukwu. Have a splendid Monday and a week ahead. Bye now.